In this last episode, I'll show you how to embed a calendar into your website. A calendar that you can use to keep track of assignment due dates, quizzes, and field trips. First, go to Google and look up Google Calendar. It should be the first thing that appears. Click on it, and if you haven't already signed in, sign in to view your calendar. You will have on the left here options to create new calendars or to see existing calendars. Checking off the colored box will hide a calendar from view. To find the embed code that you will need to paste in your website, you hover over the calendar you want. In this case, I want to add school agenda to my website. I click on the little arrow at the right of the word school agenda. I go to where it says calendar settings. From here, you could change the calendar name. You can give a little description of what the calendar is for, set some time zones, but most importantly what you can do is you can grab this over here is the code that you will need to copy. So right click copy, and you will then paste this into your website. So let's leave this page and return to our website. And now let's edit the website by clicking on the pencil at the top right corner. Remember last episode I showed you how to change the layout of your website so that there are two columns. I will now erase what I put in this column here and replace that with a calendar for the school. I right click where it says HTML because what we're pasting now is an HTML code. So we click on the HTML button in the top edit bar. I will right click and paste the information in here, and when I'm done I click update at the bottom left. The calendar appears over here. If I click on it, I will have a little gear icon in the bottom left corner which I'd like to edit, which I'd like to click on to edit the properties of the calendar, because right now the calendar is going outside of the limits of my layout. So if I click on this, perhaps I can change the settings to make the width of the calendar smaller. So if 800 pixels takes it out this much, this is a guess and check. Let's see what 600 does. Let's save this. 600 makes it fit just. And it's a perfect square because the height is also 600 pixels. If I'm happy with this, I right click save at the top. But before I do that, let's take one more look at what the settings properties offers us. Do we want to show week, month, and agenda tabs? Yes. Show calendar name. And if we don't give it a title ourselves, I suppose we can show the name. Show navigation buttons. Do we want our students to be able to navigate from month to month? Yes. Show current date range. Not important. Include a border around the Google Calendar. Not important. And should we include our own personal title? Not important. The default view is month. Maybe I don't want them to be able to see week, month, and agenda tabs. So I'll uncheck this so that the default and only view is the month view. When I'm done, I click save. I click in the top right corner the save button one more time. And now I have a Google Calendar embedded inside my web page, and it says school agenda. Let's test this out and see what happens if I add an event to this calendar. So let's go to Google Calendar. Let's go back to the calendar. Let's create an event on today's date. So we double click on it and we call this example. Let's create the event. It will say example. And we could have given it more information. For example, we could have changed the time. We could have given it a short description, so if somebody clicks on it, they can get more information out of this. You can always edit an event. So for example, the description you want is, this is a test of the calendar. There we go. Click save. Now when somebody clicks on example, they'll see, or not, let's hover over it. Maybe I didn't click save. Let's just go and see what this does to our website. Let's refresh our website page. And our Google Calendar should now have, and it does have, example. This is one of the advantages of this Google connection between the calendar and their websites, is you could embed their calendars into the website and have due dates. Oh, and look at this. The description is, this is a test of the calendar. So students can have a description of what this event is. If you had a test planned for that day, you can say test for such and such class. Also study this material. So it's an excellent way of reminding students what's due when it's due.